welcome to yet another episode of The Outdoor Woman. It has been several weeks since our normal life was forced away from us in the name of Corona. We are confined within the walls, staring at phones and TV all day. Every time the lockdown period nears an end, it is being extended further. Over time, everyone got tired of taking rest, and the only constant thought in everyone's mind now is, when will all this be over? Though most of us hated going to work every morning before the lockdown, we are now waiting to return to our previous life. For this to happen, COVID-19 should be completely eradicated from our country. All of us around the world today naturally want to know when the COVID-19 pandemic will end. However, estimating the end dates are difficult due to the uncertainty of future as a result of the complex, dynamic and heterogeneous nature of the world we live in and the infectious disease we are facing now. Yet, a researcher from Singapore University of Technology and Design predicted in a research report that the coronavirus pandemic will end 97% by May end and 99% by June first week in India. This study has also predicted other pandemics like severe acute respiratory syndrome, which is also known as SARS, and the HIV/AIDS outbreak. The worldwide data-driven research predicts the spread of the pandemic across the globe, and it can be accessed at the official website. The link is given in the description of this video. You can check that too. So, this website provides continuous predictive monitoring of COVID-19 developments and monitoring of confirmed cases. The basis of this study is also mentioned in the site. The research model has data from different countries to estimate the pandemic life cycle curves and predict when the pandemic might end in respective countries and the world. The model uses data from two sources and applies the SIR model for spread of disease. The full form of SIR model is Susceptible Infectious Recovered Model. This computation is based on the number of people susceptible to the disease, the number of people infected, and the number of people who have recovered from the disease. An SIR model computes the number of people that will likely become infected with a contagious illness in a particular population over a period of time. The predictions provide three alternative estimates of end dates: the date when the last expected case has been identified, the date when 99% of expected total cases have been identified, and the date when 97% of the expected cases have been identified. As I mentioned, this is used to predict when the pandemic might end in different countries and in the world overall. History shows that the evolution of pandemics is not completely random. They follow a life cycle that starts at the outbreak, accelerates to a peak of infections, and then slows down until the pandemic subsides. All of these stages are influenced by government policies and individual actions in each country, as well as their situations prior to the outbreak. This convinced the research team that data science could predict the coronavirus life cycle. But first, they needed to gather a lot of data. They found that information in a COVID-19 data set assembled by Our World in Data, which is a research organization that investigates the world's biggest problems, and code from Milan Battista. The data set is comprised of confirmed cases and deaths collected by the European Centre for Disease Prevention and Control and testing statistics published in official reports. The research team then ran this data through their mathematical model to predict how many people will be infected in the future. The numbers are plotted on bar graphs to form a bell curve which shows the acceleration, turning point and estimated end date of the pandemic. The website also states that the estimates are updated daily with the latest data, and the analysis and predictions are only for educational and research purposes. Based on the data on the global spread of the pandemic, the website predicted that the cases of the novel coronavirus disease could continue till November 27th across the world. Although some countries including Bahrain and Qatar will see the last of its corona cases in February 2021, In the US, the COVID-19 outbreak is expected to end 97% around May 11th, while in Italy, the pandemic will end 97% around May 7th. The study expects that the coronavirus crisis will end in Iran on May 10th, in Turkey on May 15th, in the United Kingdom on May 9th, in Spain and in France at the beginning of May, which is this week, and in Germany, the study says that the pandemic will end on April 30th, and in Canada on May 16th. Now let's see about what the study says about the pandemic relief in India. We already saw that the COVID-19 will end 97% by May end and 99% by June first week in India. And as per the latest predictions from the lab, the cases will end 100% in India by August 1st. The data shows that China, South Korea, New Zealand, Australia, Vietnam and Iceland have already witnessed 99% end of COVID-19. As per the data shown in the estimates, India crossed the peak level of infection transmission somewhere around April 22nd, but experts in India believe that the peak is yet to come, and if the control measures continue effectively, the spread of coronavirus could reach its peak in India by the end of May. The scientists, however, caution that these predictions are purely data-driven and should be used together with the real-world dynamics and government policy changes. Moreover, the transmission dynamics in any country is also dependent on the monitoring and control measures implemented in that country as well as other countries around the world, because despite the geographical distances, no one can live in isolation in today's world. Like any other pandemic, COVID-19 follows a life cycle pattern which includes the initial outbreak, acceleration phase, inflection point, deceleration phase and eventual ending. This life cycle pattern is represented by the bell-shaped curve of the daily increase in confirmed cases over time, and it varies from country to country. Using mathematical models, data scientists estimate the approximate peak or inflection point for such outbreaks. As national governments cannot wait for the last case to resume the economic activities, understanding the virtual end of spread where the situation is almost under control is crucial for further planning. In this study in Singapore, researchers have indicated these scenarios as the date to reach 99% and 97% of the total expected cases. As per the estimate, the worst affected countries like the United States, Italy, Spain and the United Kingdom could also witness a 99% end of COVID-19 before the end of May. Because of the complex dynamic and heterogeneous realities in different countries, the curve inflection and end dates must be continuously re-estimated with the newest data from official reports every day. If the model-based and data-driven estimation of pandemic life cycle, inflection and end dates are properly done, it may reduce anxiety and over-optimism and prepare the mentality of all of us for the next phases of the epidemic evolution. The researchers warn that their model's accuracy depends on the quality of the data, which is often unreliable and reported differently around the world. It also cannot predict the effects of policy decisions. For example, Singapore's move to extend its lockdown could bend the curve earlier than predicted, while the early relaxation of social distancing in the US could delay the pandemic's end. In addition, the predictions will be less useful to countries in the early stages of the pandemic now, as they only have data for a small portion of its life cycle. In such cases, the estimations are more about explaining the history and less about predicting the future. And for those countries, a new epidemic wave might come if the governments and individuals lift controls and disciplines too early, especially when the pandemic is still prevalent in other countries. In this report, the researcher strongly reminds us that predictions are uncertain by nature and that readers must take any predictions with caution. Over-optimism based on some predicted end dates is dangerous because it might result in lack of discipline and control and cause a significant increase of COVID-19 infection and therefore must be avoided. This is all from me. Please do comment, what do you think about this research? Do you think this is just a theory or this prediction by the Singapore team actually has some value? I will be expecting your answers in the comments. This is Nisha PS.